What's going on, everybody? This is John Jake Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Coach Grossman Dynasty here on V17 of the College Football Revamp, and we got a great game in store for the regular season finale of year number 4. We go on the road as the number 3 team in the country. We are taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. Now, Cincinnati's got themselves a good squad, man. 7-4, although they are 3-4 in conference play. We are undefeated, and Lee Corso is going to be rocking with us. They got a good defense, man. A- defense, B offense, B+ overall rating. It's going to be a tough fight, and I am certainly ready for this matchup, man. I can't wait to get this thing going, because we are going to have a lot of fun in this episode. If you guys think so too, I need you guys to do me a favor. Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new to the channel as well. And with that being said, I'll see you guys out on the field for the regular season finale. So an emotional home game for the Cincinnati Bearcats here. This is actually the final home game before they move on to the Big 12 Conference. They are leaving the American after this season, so definitely want to see the Bearcats finish on a high note, and that's what their plan is. Let's see if we can spoil this emotional night, as Nick Williams, the starting quarterback for the Cincinnati Bearcats, going to throw it over to the right-hand side and finds Pauling down the right sideline. And almost managing to pick up that first down as well. Picks up a gain of 10. So a second and inches situation here as they'll go to a halfback draw here as he bounces off a couple of defenders. Ethan Wright fighting for that first down marker. It is actually going to get there. So another 1st and 10 for the Cincinnati Bearcats as Williams will drop back again. And he's got some serious athleticism and will pick up another 9-yard gain. Another huge run downfield for Nick Williams. And it leads to another 2nd and short. Definitely been killing us with the rushing game here early, as Nick Williams, he's an athletic quarterback, man. He is killing us on the ground. Already approaching the red zone on one of their first drives of this football game. Is now 2nd and 7. A couple plays later, it's yet another run play. This time it's Ethan Wright getting some carry, and it's going to carry in across the 10-yard line. And they actually do mark it down at the 10-yard line, surprisingly. But 1st and 10 for the Bearcats as Nick Williams going with the play action, looking downfield and finds Will Pauling into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And just like that, the Bearcats will strike first in their senior day, their final game in the American Conference. What a strike by Nick Williams. And they will take an early lead. And not only that, we are also going to go ahead and go 3 and out our next possession. So we already had 2 drives in this game, and on neither drive we were not able to get a single first down. It just hasn't happened yet for us offensively, so defense really needs to stand up right now, try to keep Cincinnati out of the end zone, but Wright trucking over one of our defenders. Poor man. And the rushing game really coming to play today for the Bearcats. Already 80 yards on the ground. Not to mention they're also getting some bubble screens to go their way as well. Nigel Armstrong getting it quickly over the right-hand side. And once again, another red zone trip for the Bearcats. We'll see if they can go 2 for 2. Williams over the middle, and what a catch by Chris Scott, the senior redshirt, who's able to somehow come down with that football. I don't know how he did it, but he found a way to do it, you know. So 1st and goal. Williams going to try to run to the end zone. We got guys there, but the moment is too big. We end up pissing down our leg. And because of both those things, we, of course, do end up allowing another touchdown. Cincinnati now up 14-0. So not how we wanted to go about starting this game, because this is a game that will help us determine whether we go to the American Conference Championship potentially a national championship game as well. So definitely want to come out a little bit better there as we do finally get ourselves a first down on this drive. Gonna go with the running game as Brian Body is gonna get a couple of really nice runs here, picking up a gain of 9 there. As Brian Body starting to get himself warmed up a little bit. See if we go to him again. Pick up another first down on the ground. Body following his blockers. Finds a little bit of a crease and picks up 5 on the ground. Yet another first down for USF. As it leads to another 1st and 10. Trying to set up the speed option, but we get fooled. Oh my, that is not a good look. We end up getting basically interception by Jaheim Thomas, trying to pitch it out to Brian Body. And a defense that has really had a difficult time keeping the Bearcats out of the end zone as it is, now gets really great field position thanks to what they will officially call a fumble recovery. So now a 2nd and 4 now coming up as Nick Williams under shotgun. He's going to go ahead and snap the ball. It's going to be a screen though to Thomas. Thomas inside the 5. It's going to be marked down at about the 2-yard line. Another huge play for the Bearcats as it sets up a goal line situation to make it 21-0. Williams running it into the end zone, and it's another touchdown. The Bearcats taking a huge commanding lead early. They came to play here, and Nippert Stadium is absolutely loving it. Nip at night, one of the best college atmospheres in all of college football. Definitely underrated. As now we're down 21-0 here, and we're just having a hard time finding any sort of rhythm. Timmy McClain has had a really difficult time passing the football early. 1 for 4 and just 4 yards to show for it. So when the passing isn't going, we got to try to find something with the running game, as we were forced to pass it there. Todd Bumpus going to come down with the pass deflection. So now a 3rd and 10, going to be forced to pass the football. And the Bearcats send a blitz, but he finds his target, Holden Willis this time around. And that will at least give him a first down to work with, a gain of 20. Maybe that is what is needed in order to get Timmy McClain going. As we throw to the right-hand side, got Yusef Terry, and Yusef Terry, as we get into the final play of this first quarter, picks up a gain of 25. But honestly, y'all, this was the worst quarter that we have played the entire season. Let's see if we can get back on track. So let's go, man. 21-0 here to start this second quarter. It's not where we wanted to be, but that is where we are right now. It's Yusef Terry. He makes the man miss and is able to get across the 10-yard line. It will set up a goal line situation. McClain making adjustments at the line. He's looking. Right-hand side finds the gunner. And Gunner Greenwald finds the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. And USF took them a little bit longer than usual, but they will get themselves on the board. Now it's time for our defense to show up. And the biggest thing to contain this offensive attack of Cincinnati, we got to contain this running game. They have just been gashing us on the ground right now. And we're not really showing too many answers here early on, as we do have another 1st and 10 to work with, as Nick Williams will drop back to pass again. Another scramble. Nobody's spying on the quarterback, and Nick Williams is going to take it downfield. Another 15-yard gain. And we really struggled last week against the Temple Owls because they had an athletic quarterback. Same thing here with the Bearcats. Nick Williams already with 50 rushing yards on the ground, and we're not even done with the first half yet. That is too much for a quarterback to have, in my opinion. And it leads to a 2nd and 5. Williams again trying to run, but this time he gets met up in the backfield, as that is our Jawari Stewart, who's able to blow that play up real quick and just where we wanted them. 3rd and 11, with Nick Williams likely forced to pass the football, As look at this play. Look at the time that Nick Williams has in the pocket. They tried to set up the screen, but the screen was just not open whatsoever. And finally, Nick Williams does get rid of it. It was going to be an incompletion anyways, but you already know there was going to be some sort of flag on the offense. They're calling it on Will Pauling. Offensive pass interference. So we got them off the field, but the problem is we didn't do anything with the football either. We did have to go free and outs. That's multiple broken tackles. Oh my goodness. Gotta do a better job tackling to that. We had Peyton Singletary for a loss, and the fact that he was able to get 5 yards out of it, not a good look. As Nick Williams will throw downfield, finds Armstrong again, and the Armstrong will pick up a gain of 5 on that one. So a 3rd and inches coming up here. I would not be shocked if Nick Williams ran with the football, but it's a 5-wide set and they pass it. Williams looking over the middle and actually does get rid of it. Finds Will Pauling downfield, and it's for a gain of 6. So another first down for the Bearcats. Another 1st and 10. As Nick Williams has an empty backfield behind him. Williams over the middle finds Will Pauling, who picks up a gain of 15. Another huge play downfield. As another first down for the Bearcats, as they have been able to move the ball at will. As that's yet another first down for Cincinnati. Jaden Thompson this time making the catch for 12. Is now 1st and 10. This time not an empty backfield. Expect a halfback counter. No, but it's a pass though, as Williams throwing for the end zone, but it's going to be broken up by Christopher Townsell. Got in there, got a hand on the football last minute, and at least making it 2nd down. Got to wait a little bit longer for another touchdown for the Bearcats. As Williams will throw over the middle, finds Will Pauling, and he will not reach that 1st down marker, but it will make this next 3rd down conversion a little bit more manageable. Definitely opens up the playbook. We're inspecting anything. It's a screen. Right-hand side to right. But the USF defense is able to rally to the football. And we will at least force a field goal opportunity, which they do end up making. So it's now 24-7 here as we try to rally back ourselves. Got to make this a more competitive ball game before we go into the halftime locker room. To be honest with you guys, I don't remember whether we actually started with the football or not. So either way, do want to make sure that this game is a little bit more competitive, because down by 17 in the locker room, that is something I desperately want to avoid. We'll see if Timmy McClain has what's needed, as Holden Willis able to get to the outside. Could have called a horse collar there, but they will keep the flag in their pocket, as it is another 1st down for Timmy McClain. As Timmy looking around, he's going to just go ahead and run this football himself, even going so far and reaching that 1st down marker as well. And another 1st down for the Bulls as they try to race downfield. McClain looking to get out of the pocket, trying to throw it last minute over to the tailback, Brian Body. But Jack Dingle had the coverage, and the pressure forced by the front 7 did force that incompletion. Let's soften them up a little bit with another nice run. Is Brian Body? Is he in the end zone? No, they're going to call him just short. What a great run by Brian Body, though, as that will set a new school record for most rushing yards in a collegiate career. Quentin Flowers had it here at USF, but now it belongs to Brian Body, as we just try to get him off the field here on 3rd and goal. Flush out of the pocket, gets out to the right-hand side, and is going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, USF. And we're right back into this game, only down by 10, as Timmy McClain will run it into the end zone himself. And it is officially now a 10-point game. But now it's the defense's turn to go ahead and try to get some momentum for us here as we go and start to get a little bit closer to going into the locker room for halftime. Would be really big if we can get the ball back quickly, so that we can at least give ourselves a chance to make this a one-score game. At least bare minimum, keep them out of the end zone. Let's keep it a two-score game before we go into halftime. Williams dropping back. He's got pressure in his face, but somehow gets it out to Will Pauling, though. That was an extraordinarily tight window, and Nick Williams is certainly on today. He has been absolutely electric in this one as he throws another dot over to the left-hand side. Another catch for Will Pauling. And another crucial thing is he's also able to get himself out of bounds as well. So, saving some time off the clock for sure. Getting out of bounds and also preserving that timeout. Now, Cincinnati, they do only have one timeout remaining as Williams will drop back. He's looking to go ahead and scramble. Let's see if he gets to the first down marker. No, he does not. So that means they got to scramble to the line of scrimmage quickly. It's going to be a foot race down to less than 10 seconds. This could very well be the last play of the first half as Williams looking to scramble, and he gets sacked. But honestly, a smart call there, as it was able to give them enough time to get the field goal unit out. They hit the field goal, and now it's 27-14 going into halftime. It's still a two-score game. But I'm going to tell you what, man, we are in serious upset alert. And just as I feared, the Bearcats do get the ball to start this second half. But look at that. First play of the second half, Ethan Wright getting blown up in the backfield. That was Marvin Jackson. He's been held really quiet so far in this game. But he is finally making his presence felt. His first tackle of the game. But here comes the Bearcats, able to get a short gain for Peyton Singletary for a gain of 6. But a third and long. Let's see if we can get the Bearcats off the field. Williams under shotgun. Got Ethan Wright in the backfield. Williams looking. Facing some pressure. Gets a one-on-one. And look at that catch by Jaden Thompson. Able to absolutely moss one of our defenders. That was Jalen Stokes in coverage. And I mean, there was nothing you could really... That was just a beautifully thrown ball. When you're on, you're on. And sometimes it's also better to be lucky than it is to be good. Although Cincinnati would not be able to do much after that. So, Cincinnati, they had to settle for another field goal. It extends their lead, but still a two-score affair. All we need is one touchdown and a two-point conversion. And we're going to be right back into this game. But this drive, definitely crucial though. And we're on a third and long. We'll see if we can pick up the first down. Looking for Holden Lewis, but he can't turn upfield. Fourth and short coming up. And it's a major decision for our guys here early. And you know what? We got to go for it. 4th and 2. Got to put it in the hands of your best player, Brian Body, who's following the blocks. And he finds enough room to get that first down marker. Brian Body with a huge first down, and it keeps the drive going for USF. McLean off of 1st and 10, looking over the left-hand side, and finds Jimmy Horn Jr. over on that slant pattern. That's good for 11. And another 1st and 10 coming up for the USF Bulls. McLean looking, facing pressure again, and just kind of had to get rid of it. Nowhere really to go with the football until it was too late. And a 2nd and 10 now because of that incompletion as McLean will throw again. Finds Jimmy Horn Jr. once more. And they're inside the 5-yard line. USF only a few yards away from getting right back into this thing. It is far from over as McLean looking over the middle, trying to scramble out. He doesn't have a lot of space to work with. McLean looking for the end zone and gets there. Touchdown, USF. And Timmy McLean will get him into the end zone to get the 3rd touchdown of the day. But interesting enough, they do not go for the 2-point conversion. We did not choose to go for it. So we're down by 9 points right now. It still is a 2-possession game. But that being said, that touchdown that we did end up scoring did end up becoming extraordinarily helpful, as it's now a 2nd and long. Williams Looking short, trying to get it out to Scott. Chris Scott, I would say. But that's dropped for an incompletion. 3rd and long. Huge chance to get the Bearcats off the field here as Williams dropping back. Got some time. Looking over the middle. Finds Chris Scott, who makes the catch, but it will force the Bearcats to punt it away. But let's see if our offense can go ahead and capitalize as the offense is back out on the field. As we'll throw it short here on 1st and 10. Get it out to Jimmy Horn Jr., who, last person I want to check it down to, wanted a little bit bigger play downfield, but still pick up a nice little gain. Still makes it a more manageable situation as McLean looks over the middle, and what a dot to Holden Willis. That was between 3 Cincinnati defenders, but Holden Willis does maintain his concentration. And here comes USF looking to rally. Body gonna go ahead, run it upfield, and they ran the blitz on the left-hand side. We simply ran away from it. Nice job by Brian Body using the leverage in order to make the blitz backfire badly on them. And Body is approaching 100 yards on the ground. In what has been a little bit of an inconsistent day for our offense, Brian Body has been a consistent factor for us all day long. As we'll look to go to Brian Body, but we get sacked before we can even run the screen. Oh my goodness. We had wide open territory to work with. So definitely a tough look for our guys, as now it's 3rd and 12. Gotta go ahead and chuck it downfield as McLean looking around. He's gonna face some pressure. Does have a man downfield. Winds up and finds the gunner in Gunner Greenwald for a 35-yard gain. What an absolute dot by Timmy McLean. And it sets up a goal line situation as Sincere Brown finishes up the drive. And USF right back into this game. Not going for 2, but it will still be just a 2-point game here. We have a real opportunity to come back and win this game. We'll see if our defense can get the same results as last drive. But what a throw on the first play of the drive, though, as Jaden Thompson was able to throw an absolute dagger over the left-hand side. As here comes the Bearcats looking to respond. Williams following the blockers. Does get rocked from behind, but still another 7-yard gain there. And it's another 3rd and short. Let's see if we can get them off the field. Come on, defense. We need it. Williams over the middle and finds Jaden Thompson. And we will not be getting them off the field now. And it's going to be, this probably will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. As Williams looking over. Going to throw it to the right-hand side. Gets it out to Chris Scott. Another little 5-yard gain for him. But that is going to wrap up the 3rd quarter, and we got a really tight one. We got to win this game for the American Conference and potentially a national championship appearance. We will see if we hold. 4th quarter, here it comes. Need a comeback. We need to win this 4th quarter. Straight up and down as Ethan Wright does end up with a 9-yard gain. As Cincinnati's rushing attack continues to be prolific. Oh my goodness, words are hard. I'm having brain farts over here. Y'all already know what it is, man. But this defense also having a little bit of a brain fart, forgetting how to cover all of a sudden. As Williams drops back, looking, gets away from one tackle, but he won't get away from a second one, no. And it's a 5-yard loss, as the defensive line does a fantastic job of closing up the pocket and forcing that sack. So a 2nd and 15 coming as Williams looking to throw again over the middle. Gets it to Chris Scott in a 13-yard gain, making it 3rd and 1. Opening up that playbook once again. Williams handing it off to Ethan Wright. No, it's a handoff himself, and Williams will find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. And Cincinnati will extend their lead. And after its extra point attempt, that does make it a 2-possession game once again. And now we feel the urgency of USF as we try to find Sincere Brown. And we're just starting to see the mental mistakes. We have not really been in many close games up until recently. SMU, Temple, and now this Cincinnati game. As McLean will look over the right-hand side, and what a key throw over to Holden Willis. That throw had to be close to perfect, and it was just that. As it's now a 1st and 10 for USF, as we see Brian Body shake off a couple of defenders for a gain of 7. As now, 2nd and short coming up. McLean under center. Gonna drop back the pass. He's looking. Gonna find Brian Body over the middle. Not a huge gain, but at least it is a 1st down. As we will be passing a lot here to try to save as much time as possible. Time becoming the essence as Timmy McLean just did not have any time whatsoever in the pocket. Justin Woodwee breaking things up. And now it's 2nd and 14 as McLean flushed out to the left. He's going to find the gunner, but the gunner cannot hang on to it. It's another 3rd and long. Got to pick up 14 yards. So, going to try to call a halfback screen, trying to make it a more manageable 4th down. You already know we're going for it, but the lineman cannot block for us, though. And instead, we make things a lot worse. 4th and 17 now. Got to chuck it towards that 1st down marker. McLean looking. He has a man downfield, and we try to find Holden Willis, but it's going to be broken up. And now we're in a really tough spot right now. Starting to run out of time in this game. If Cincinnati scores another touchdown, this game is barbecue chicken. This game is going to be over. So this drive becomes massively important for us right now, as we need a stop on defense. Williams hands it off to Ethan Wright and finds a big hole in our defense. A 13-yard gain down the field. As here comes the Bearcats. Another 1st and 10. Williams all by himself is going to hand it off to Singletary, who's going to bounce it to the outside and will be met by A.J. Hamilton. A 5-yard gain for the tight end. That's the first time they've gotten him involved today. But a 3rd and 6 coming up. They need this 1st down. They want to run some more time off the clock as Williams looking over to Singletary. And look at this, another 1st down for Cincinnati. And now timeouts might start becoming into play right now, as we only have 1 timeout left to work with. We'll see what Nick Williams tries to do. Williams trying to set up the screen, finds Ethan Wright, gets away from the 1st defender, breaks the tackle. But at least keep them from getting a 1st down. If they got that last one, the game would have been over, but we at least still give ourselves a chance. Granted, we need to score quickly. Can Timmy McLean lead us downfield quickly? We got a big throw downfield, and it's the gunner. Gunner Greenwald getting behind the defense. And now we rush ourselves to the line of scrimmage. McLean looking again. Oh, downfield, looking for Justin Horn. But he can't corral it in. The clock will stop at 1:56 to go. As now, a couple plays later, 3rd and 10. McLean looking downfield. He's might scramble for the 1st down marker. Gonna try to cut for the 1st down, and he gets it. He fought forward, and he got there. Gotta rush back because the clock will start as soon as it's ready to be snapped. 1st and 10. McLean looks to his right, finds Brian Body, and he will get himself out of bounds. So the clock at least will not run, but 2nd and 2 though. McLean looking over the middle, might try to run it. No, he's going to try to throw it away, in which he does do so successfully, except Timmy McLean gets hurt. So I don't know how long he'll be gone, but at least for the rest of this drive, it's now the backup's time. Kertavius Marsh, 1st throw of the game, trying to throw it over the middle, looking for Holden Willis, but that pass was way off target. And now it's 4th and 2. We just need 2 yards. Want to try to get a pass going. We'll see if we can get it. Marsh looking. He's going to try to run for the first down marker, but it's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And this game will officially be barbecue chicken as the Cincinnati Bearcats pull the upset of the season on us. We lose our first game of the year in the regular season finale, losing by a final score of 40-28. And now not only does our national championship hopes evaporate with this loss, we now got to see what UCF does for the American. So the Cincinnati Bearcats, who end up getting a big win in their final game in the American Conference, they beat us fair and square. And they were moving the ball down the field extremely well. 190 yards on the ground, 301 yards through the air. Now for us, 319 through the air, 122 on the ground. So we were doing a good job of moving this football down the field. We only had the 1 turnover though. It was a fumble loss. Ended up being on an option play. Tim McClain just got fooled there in the first quarter. And that was really the difference. That first quarter really what killed us, and it led to our first loss of the season. So checking out the stats for our guys real quick. And look, Tim McClain was pretty good. 22 for 35, 319 yards, 2 touchdowns. Got hurt in the end, so he did have to come in there towards the... Kertavius Marsh had to come in, try to lead us back. He couldn't get it done. But, Tim McClain, also trying to, make some things happen on the ground. 7 carries, 20 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was a fighter. Brian Body, he was really good as well. 20 for 102. He didn't find the end zone, though, so that was really tough to see. For the receivers, though, we did what we could. The first quarter was really what got us, and that's really going to be something that keeps me up at night personally. Gunnar Greenwald was fantastic, though. 5 for 117. Didn't have that touchdown. And then we also had a touchdown from Sincere Brown in the second half as well. So we do have 2 touchdown passes. Holden Willis was pretty good too. 6 for 74. He made some good plays out there on the perimeter as well. Now, defensively, it was really tough for us, especially in that first quarter. And even beyond the first quarter, we just had a tough time getting stops on defense. We did have a couple of bright spots, though. Grady Nugent went out there, led the team in tackles. He had 8 in this one. He was trailed by Christopher Townsell and Marvin Jackson. So 2 of the 3 guys who I just mentioned, we will get back next season. We do also get a few sacks under our belt as well. Michael Schultz was able to get the sack. It was his only tackle of the game. Jamari Stewart, he got a sack, and then Todd Walden was able to get in there and get a sack as well. But no turnovers for us from this defense. And yeah, it was a difficult day at the office, and there goes our national championship hopes. We'll see what happens in conference play. We'll see what UCF did as well. Now, normally in the American Conference, there is a conference championship game that is played, but in NCAA 14, if you don't have 12 teams or more, then there is not a conference championship. And with UConn leaving for the Big East, that does end up meaning that we do not have a conference championship game. So in normal circumstances, we would be having a Florida battle, between us and UCF. But UCF, who is in their final year in the American Conference, they are moving to the Big 12 this offseason. They win the American off an undefeated record, and we don't even get a crack at them, man. That is tough. They are riding an 11-game winning streak. Our 11-game winning streak just got cracked, as Cincinnati does end up cracking the top 25 as well. So we don't get an opportunity to go to the national championship game, and we don't win our own conference. So that's a tough one for us to swallow. But I got something really special for you guys next episode. Next episode is going to be one of the most unique recruiting specials that you have ever seen here on the YouTube platform. So if you haven't done so yet, hit that like button, hit subscribe if you happen to be brand new, because you're going to want to tune in to this recruiting special. I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you do me a favor, you guys, and do all of that for me, man. Even hit me up down in the comment section as well. But with that being said, this is John J Gaming on the mic signing off. But I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.